And voila, this rocket ship has left the building, guys. Once again, for those of you just joining, my name is Max Garza III. I'm calling in out of North America. I'll be your presenter tonight. And literally, what we have in front of us right now, ladies and gentlemen, is so disruptive. It's like the first time we got to see the internet. For many of us that were very young when the internet and email first came out, remember how that conversation was kind of mystified for us, right? We didn't really understand how hypertext transfer protocol worked, but we knew that if we clicked one button, we could send an email, a message from one point in the world all the way around to another point in the world, and it was phenomenal, right? We were like little kids with brand new toys at Christmas time, and that was the information. We call that the Internet of Information, guys. Now, there's a second internet coming right now, and we call it the Internet of Money, right? So the first one, way back in the 90s, early 90s, we called the Internet of Information. This one that we're seeing right now, we're calling the Internet of Money. The reason why that is happening, ladies and gentlemen, is because of cryptocurrencies around the world. Now, I'm going to show you the cryptocurrency market cap. We do a roundup before all our live webinars, so I can show you in real time what is going on with over 700 digital currencies around the world. And for those of you that are hearing this for the first time, guys, your timing is impeccable. As an example, guys, what you see on your screen right now, this is the coinmarketcap.com. Now, we go on here probably about 30, 40 times a day because we're looking to see which alternative coins are gaining value, which ones provide value to ecosystems around the world. But I'm going to keep it really simple right now, guys, because I want you to understand one thing. There is nothing like timing, and your timing is so amazing. Literally, I always joke with people because I tell them, they say the cliche is timing is to business as location is to real estate. And brothers and sisters, right now you are basically on the freeway with your multi-franchise restaurant. On your screen, guys, if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin started it all in 2009, guys. Because of Bitcoin, there are a lot of other alternative coins that are going viral around the world. And this is going to allow us to talk about our XECoin in more detail here in a few slides. But right now, guys, what you're seeing with Bitcoin, you see that price point right there? Bitcoin in 2009 started at 4/10 of a penny. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It was worth 4/10 of a penny. Even in 2010, you could still buy Bitcoin for about 10 cents, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine all those people that saw the timing, right? That saw that disruptive technology, which was called Bitcoin and blockchain technology, and they pulled the trigger. Those action takers made a ton of money, guys, because right now it's being bought and sold at $202.27. Literally, guys, from 4/10 of a penny in 2009 to over $1,200 in 2017. If you look at the market cap right now, they're close to $20 billion, guys. And the overall market cap for cryptocurrencies around the world is sitting at almost $29 billion. And Bitcoin has about 68.3% of that dominance. But the beauty of this story, ladies and gentlemen, is not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin has actually opened the door for other alternative coins just like our XECoin. But if you look at this screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful thing about what you're going to see is, as an example, Ethereum has a coin called Ether. And right now, that's trading at $46.56 per Ether, guys. Now, they're at a market cap of $4 billion. Guys, that's phenomenal because I still remember when they were trying to break $1 billion. Now, Ripple is another coin, guys, that has broken the $1 billion mark. It's at $1.2 billion, and it's being traded right now at 3.4 cents. So at the end of the day, guys, there's a lot of alternative coins that are on the market cap right now that are skyrocketing in value. Litecoin's at $10, Dash at $67, Monero's at $21. The list goes on and on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, there's over 700 cryptocurrencies around the world. The reason why I want to show you this parallel, guys, is because all of these coins that we're talking about right now are fiat currencies. They're not backed by gold. They're not backed by silver. They're not backed by notes. They're backed by trust and supply and demand, guys. What you're going to hear tonight is the story of the XECoin, the very first cryptocurrency in the world to be backed by clean, green, renewable energy, carbon credits, and physical products and services from our parent company, XECoin. So let's get this party started, guys. All right. So We call this the Business 1.0 presentation, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight you're going to hear about why the Power On Xpress is going viral with their XECoin in over 200 countries. That's right. So right now what I tell people, guys, is look, there's only 2 countries you really can't do business in. That's Iran and North Korea. Other than that, literally, guys, there are no territorial restrictions, because at the end of the day, how many people do you know that use energy right now? How many people do you know that buy and sell products and services? How many people do you know that send money around the world? That is what you're looking at, guys. You're looking at a revolution in all those industries, and you get to hear the story first. So our vision is to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy to the world. At the same time, creating the world's most powerful green asset-backed cryptocurrency, the XECoin. Now, tonight we're going to discuss 3 massive industries: blockchain technology, energy storage, and network marketing. So, cryptocurrency. In just 8 years, Bitcoin has dominated the market with a cap of 17 billion. And as you saw on the slide previously, guys, it's actually already closer to 20 billion. We need to update these slides. That's how fast cryptocurrency is getting adopted around the world. This slide is only a few weeks old, guys, like maybe 1.5, almost 2 weeks old. Now, the value started at less than a penny, and today's value is around $1,000 per Bitcoin. And as you saw on that other slide, it's actually over 1,200 already. Now, Bitcoin is disrupting the concept of money and has opened the door for other digital currencies just like our XECoin and blockchain technology globally. Now, the potential of alternative coins, for many of you that got on the webinar early, guys, you got to see how Ethereum's EtherCoin is skyrocketing in value. Dash, Monero, Ripple, Litecoin, the list goes on and on and on. But the value that you're going to see tonight, guys, is why you're going to be able to take part with a very disruptive cryptocurrency that is the very first asset-backed cryptocurrency, guys. So now the XECoin, or the XEC. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just like Bitcoin. XECoin's value is based upon supply and demand. However, XECoin is 100% underwritten by stored energy generated from current and future assets and revenues of Exergonics, creating a cryptocurrency with a true intrinsic value. Now, the reason why we say that, ladies and gentlemen, is, again, when we talk about Bitcoin, when we talk about Ethereum's EtherCoin, these are fiat currencies, guys. It's just like the United States dollar or any other paper fiat currency. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. It's not even backed by notes. It's backed by supply and demand and trust, guys. So at the end of the day, you're going to see a very explosive cryptocurrency that's going viral around the world, because it's going to be more stable in public exchanges around the world, and it's going to have valuation for decades to come, because we are building an ecosystem around the coin, guys. That is what's very important. So now let's talk about energy storage. Through 2020, Navigant forecasts over 29.4 gigawatts of new storage capacity to be deployed worldwide across all sectors, and a compound annual growth rate of 60%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 1 gigawatt of power, for those of you that don't know, can basically light up 725,000 residential homes. That's right. You can basically power 725,000 homes. That's impressive. Now, remember, this number is exponentially growing because many countries, many city governments, many global citizens around the world are moving towards more renewable sources of energy. Why? Because many public utility grids around the world are so old, guys. Literally, a lot of their infrastructure is from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and they need a lot of software upgrades. This is why you hear about so many rolling blackouts around the world, guys, because a lot of that infrastructure is so old. I joke with people. I say that if Thomas Edison was still alive, he'd still know how these utility grids work, and that's telling you how old they are, right? So at the end of the day, guys, this is why you right now are sitting in the race car driver's seat, if you will, because you're hearing the story first, and when people hear the story first, guess what happens? They get to go share it with the world and literally hit a financial grand slam. So on your screen, this is an article from the McKinsey Group. It's called The New Economics of Energy Storage. So basically, to summarize it, it says that energy storage can make money right now. Finding the opportunities requires digging into real-world data. Now, energy storage is a favorite technology of the future for good reason, guys. As an example, in Australia and New Zealand right now, there's a pilot program being run by Tesla and Orison Energy. They're allowing citizens of those countries to basically become their own micro-utilities, guys. They have technology called wall batteries. So let's say, as an example, if you have a solar PV system attached to your residential home and you have one of Tesla or Orison Energy's wall batteries, You don't have to draw power from your local utility grid. You basically, in essence, have become your own micro-utility. Now, you might be asking, why is this important, right? Well, because many people are sick and tired of the inefficiencies in their public grids and being overcharged for demand functions and all kinds of other fees, guys. Literally, sometimes when you get those electricity, gas, or wireless bills, it looks like it's been written in another language, right? So this is why many people see affordable storage as the missing link between intermittent renewable power, such as solar and wind, and 24/7 reliability. And don't forget, we are working with a pioneer in energy storage solutions. So at the end of the day, our home systems will allow hundreds of millions of people around the world to become their own micro-utilities. So let's talk about the XECoin energy storage. XECoin is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology, a pioneer in this industry today and product provider for the Power On Xpress. Combining advanced nanotechnology with proven power management enables XECoin to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure. Storing energy is now easier, and it's in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. So this stunningly good-looking man right here, his name is Don Nasenka. He's the XECoin founder, guys. He's basically our chairman, president, and CEO. He's also the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, the first lithium polymer plant in the United States. He's been honored by the Lumina Foundation, which is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. Now, he's also been recognized by former U.S. President Barack Obama. But literally, guys, his accolades, I could go on and on and on. I could do an entire webinar just about Don's accolades, guys. Now, a story that we heard in training, because we actually got to meet Don Nasenka in person, amazing individual, guys, hyper intelligent, but he's got a big philanthropistic heart. He cares more about people than he cares about making money. And literally, because he is so intelligent, the other part is not going to be very difficult either. Guys, one of the stories that I recall very vividly is during training they're talking about Lotus. And Lotus produces some amazing hypercars. They're called hypercars, these luxury vehicles. But when Lotus was looking to produce its first electric vehicle, they reached out to Don Nasenka and his company, Dow Kokum. Dow Kokum's batteries were inside of that very first electric Lotus vehicle, guys. And guess what? A few years later, Tesla came in and purchased all that technology. And everybody knows who Tesla is, right? So when I tell you that we are working with a pioneer in this industry, that is a massive, massive understatement. And this is the gentleman that is going to lead our Power On Xpress, our XECoin and XECoin in 2017 and beyond, guys, because literally the plan that they have in play right now is phenomenal. The products and services coming out over the next couple of months, next couple of years are phenomenal, guys. If you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to our parent company's homepage, www.exergonix.com. You'll see our Power On Xpress logo on their homepage, but you'll get to learn more about all their projects around the world, their products. I mean, it is phenomenal what this company has been doing over the past couple of years. And that's nothing. What they're going to do in the future is going to blow you away. So how we back the XECoin. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 40-foot shipping container. Basically, as you can tell, it's portable, it's modular, but if you put two of these shipping containers back to back, ladies and gentlemen, you could power about 800 residential homes. They produce between 1 megawatt to 4 megawatts of power per hour, but the beauty of these systems, guys, is that you can connect them to conventional energy plants, hydro systems, solar PV systems, and even wind turbine systems, guys. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are capturing 67% of the wasted energy so that we can provide our global customers cheaper, cleaner, and better energy. And all of this commerce around the world goes to underwrite your XECoin in global public exchanges for decades to come. Now, you might ask, why is that important, right? At the end of the day, we have already proven that we are a public cryptocurrency. We are right now, ladies and gentlemen, in pre-launch. And in pre-launch, at the very beginning, we were listed on the C-CEX.com public cryptocurrency exchange. And when we were on the C-CEX exchange, guys, literally we had people from around the world putting buy orders in from 5 cents to 51 cents per XECoin. So already I tell people this one thing, guys. Look, we have already proved that we can go on a public exchange and have people from around the world putting buy and sell orders in. But now the next thing, the next evolution of our coin is Don Nasenka and the founders and leaders of Power On Xpress have decided to reprogram our XECoin, put it on Ethereum's blockchain because Ethereum has smart contract technology. And the reason why that's very valuable for us moving forward in 2017 is because we're going to be dealing with solar power purchase agreements, energy storage contractual agreements, and we're not going to need any intermediaries because of Ethereum's limitless blockchain, guys. That is super exciting. And then when Don and all the leaders decide on which next public exchange we get listed on, whether it's Bitfinex, Kraken, whether it's Bitstamp, Poloniex, it doesn't matter, guys. Literally, I tell people this one thing. Whatever the next exchange is, the public exchange that we go on, we're going to make sure that there's a lot more trading volume and a lot more eyeballs so that your XECoin can rise in value over the next couple weeks, months, and years, and decades to come. So now this is the investment trust for the XECoin, guys. It's Vertigo, Bioactis, and Coda Energy. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, all these products and services will go to underwrite your XECoin for decades to come. So now let's talk about the actual product. So today we're going to talk about the exchange energy units, or the XEU, as many of you have known, grown to know it. So XE units are the product that members get when they purchase a power plan with the Power On Xpress. Now, an XEU is a proprietary unit of energy, initially 1 watt, which can be utilized within the Vertigo product range or sold on the XEU platform. Now, the batteries store the energy when it is cheap and discharge it at peak demands. But the beauty about XEU usage, ladies and gentlemen, is that it can be traded amongst the members on the XEU platform. It can be redeposited into our loyalty award program. It can be converted to XECoin and transferred to your hot wallet just like Bitcoin. But my personal favorite of them all is it can be traded on the public exchange around the world, guys. And that's why we are super excited to be putting all our energy and time into this project. So now let's get off to a fast start. It will never be easier than now. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is our power plans for our global digital XECoin around the world, guys. Everything from a power plan 1 to a power plan 7. Now, all these price points are in euros, ladies and gentlemen. So when you see 199 with a funny little symbol, that's the euro symbol. And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to focus on the power plan 5 because this is our most popular power plan around the world, guys. Really, we have so many people right now that are excited about their timing because, again, we will never, ever get to go back in time and see our XECoin at 12 cents, guys. That's what's exciting. So as an example, when you look at the power plan 5, that's 5,099 euros is the price point. Now, when you see 5,000 euros, that is 5,000 of, when you purchase the power plan 5 and you see 5,000 euros, that's the value of the XE units awarded in that package. Now, when you see this 5,000 down here where it says PS and GS, that stands for volume, guys. So as an example, let me pick some names out of the webinar real quick. Let's see. So Frank Baylor and Timothy Holmes out of North America. Let's see, Frank Baylor and Timothy Holmes. I'll pick those two names. So as an example, let's say that Frank Baylor, right, he shares this information with me tonight, and I look at this and I'm like, you know what? This sounds like a phenomenal idea. I'm already buying Bitcoin and other alternative coins, but many of the coins that I'm buying, like Ether, are in the $40 range. Bitcoin's at over $1,200. It just makes more sense to come in and purchase these coins while they're at 12 cents, right? So as an example, Frank shares this with me, and I get excited. I go out and I purchase the Power Plan 5. So now Frank has 5,000 euros of personal sales in his business. Well, let's just say that Frank directly sponsored Timothy Holmes, right? So Timothy Holmes is in his business, and let's just say that I connect with Timothy at an event, and Timothy shares this information with me, because that's all we're doing, guys, is sharing information, and I literally go bonkers when I see it, right? I already buy and sell cryptocurrency for a living. So when I buy a package from Timothy Holmes, now there's going to be 5,000 euros of volume of group sales in the business, guys. That's what's exciting. So personal sales, as an example, once again, Frank Baylor shares this with me tonight, and I buy a power plan right now because I can't even pull out my money fast enough to pay for it, right? So Frank Baylor has 5,000 euros of personal sales. If somebody on his marketing team, as in this example, Timothy Holmes, shared this with me and I bought it because Timothy shared it with me, now the business is going to have 5,000 euros of group sales, Frank's business, right? Powerful, guys. Now, the binary cap on this Power Plan 5 is 30,000 euros. What that means is you're going to be able to make 30,000 euros every week. That's the cap, right, guys? You can make up to 30,000 euros. But that's powerful. You got 4 weeks in a month. That's 120,000 euro potential that you have because you're capped at 30,000 euros on the Power Plan 5 per week. So when you see binary percentage, 10 to 12%, guys, that is 10 to 12% on your dual team bonus. And again, that is dependent on personal sales. So just as an example, ladies and gentlemen, many of you, because you're seeing this information right now at the very beginning, you're going to benefit immensely because so many other people don't even know who we are yet, but they're going to have to get the information from people just like you. And when we talk about the XE units awarded in the packages, guys, don't forget it's based on the XU value from the previous Friday in our trading platform. And after 30 days, XEUs can be sold at a rate of 10% per month, guys. So that is beautiful. At the end of the day, they're your coins. You can do whatever you want with them, ladies and gentlemen. So for those of you that are purchasing power plans this month, guys, guess what? We just extended our promotion for anybody that buys a power plan before the 1st of May. This is an old slide, and I need to update it. But our company, because so many people came in and locked down, not just one, we had people locking down multiple power plans. We had a marketing partner in North America. She bought 8 power plans because people are trying to get their hands on as many XECoins as possible before the price starts going up, guys. But for those of you that lock in a power plan before May 1st, you're gonna get 50% extra XEUs. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 50% extra XEUs if you purchase your power plan before the 1st of May, guys. So the 50% extra XEUs will be locked for 365 days, and this is a limited offer that will end May 1st, 2017. So now let's talk about an unmatched compensation plan that offers you an Infinity direct sales bonus, a dual team bonus, an Infinity matching bonus, and a weekly loyalty award. So first, let's talk about the XEU Loyalty Award Program, guys. It's a 1.5% loyalty award based on weekly XEU balance. The XEU Loyalty Award issues 1.5% additional XEUs based on your XEU locked balance and deposits them into your XEU available balance every week. You then have the option of depositing the awarded XEUs back into the weekly program or selling them on the internal trading platform using the euro pairing. Now, in addition, every 30 days, 10% of your locked balance in the program is deposited into your XEU available balance. You then have the option of depositing the awarded XEUs back into the weekly program or selling them on the internal trading platform using the euro pairing. Now, there are currently no limits on redeposits for available XEUs into the lock program for an additional 1.5% loyalty award. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, for many of you that are already trading Bitcoin and other alternative coins, I mean, think about it. If somebody said, hey, Max, I want to give you a loyalty award on your Bitcoin, your Ether, your Monero, your Ripple, I'd be like, bring it on. This company really cares about its marketing partners around the world, guys. And because you're seeing the story first, you're hearing the story first, and you're taking action, they are rewarding you. So let me give you an XEU Loyalty Award example, guys. This is just for educational purposes. I'm going to throw some numbers together so that you can kind of understand this concept a little better. And remember, this is an example scenario, guys. Let's just say that you purchase a Power Plan 5 today, right? And you receive 50,000 XEUs. Let's get you a loyalty award. So the loyalty award breakdown is as follows. The XEU lock program balance of 50,000 XEUs, right? And then after 30 days, don't forget that 10% of your XEUs are unlocked. In this example, that would equal 5,000 XEUs. So let's do the math. XEU available, 1.5% loyalty award, 50,000 XEUs times 1.5% equals 750 XEUs. So now let's say there's 4 weeks in this month, just an example, guys. That would equal 3,000 XEU loyalty awards, right? So imagine 3,000 XEUs in a loyalty award. That's pretty powerful. Why? because you can sell the awarded 3,000 XEUs to other members on the trading platform for euro at the current trading price. And right now the current trading price, guys, is anywhere from 0.12 euro to about 0.22 euro. And like I tell people, that is because people are seeing it at its very genesis, right? This will be deposited to your current account or cash account, as many of you know it, or you can also redeposit the awarded 3,000 XEUs back into the locked XEUs for an additional 1.5% award. Now this means that your XEU lock balance would now be 53,000, right? And you would get that aggregate 1.5% on the 53,000. That's what's exciting, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk a little more about the XEU platform. This is the very first way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen. It's called a direct sales bonus. Now, one thing I want you to understand clearly is that you do not have to purchase a power plan. It is not mandatory. The only reason that people are purchasing multiple power plans around the world is because many of them understand that they have timing like no other right now. Many of them see the parallels in what occurred with Bitcoin and what's going to happen with XECoin, right, guys? Many of them have never seen a cryptocurrency that's backed by an asset like green energy and carbon credits, and also never seen, you know, physical products and services backing a cryptocurrency in a public exchange. So this is why many people are buying power plants around the world. But again, you could actually secure a position for absolutely free tonight. And I recommend that before this webinar is up, you get back with the person that invited you to the webinar and lock in your position. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people coming into this company over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. And if you have timing over them, guess what? They're going to be, the majority of them are going to be on your marketing team. So let's just say that for those of you that have not purchased a power plan, because those that have a paid power plan in the system right now qualify for a 10% direct sales bonus no matter what, right? So as an example, remember that example where I used Frank Baylor? If Frank Baylor would have offered me a Power Plan 5 tonight, and let's just say that I made a purchase, and Frank Baylor has a paid power plan, he would have made 10% of that volume, which is 5,000 euros. He would have gotten a direct sales bonus of 500 euros, guys. Again, because he has a paid power plan, right? So let's just say that maybe you secured your position for free. Now, if you would have, let's say that you offered me the Power Plan 5 and I made a purchase, then you would make a 5% bonus on that. The beautiful thing about this, guys, that's on your first generation, right? On your second generation, when you hit 6,000 euros in personal sales, you're going to trigger another 3% bonus. So add it up. 5 plus 3 is 8. Now you're making an 8% direct sales bonus on your second generation. Now, on your third generation, guys, when you hit 10,000 euros in personal sales, add it up. 5 plus 3 plus 2, that's 10% as a direct sales bonus. So literally, we have so many people around the world, guys, that will lock in their position for free, get to work sharing the information, right? Just super excited, getting people excited about timing, and at the end of the day, they can upgrade to whatever power plan they want in the future with their commissions. Now, to take advantage of what I'm going to talk about next, the infinity bonus, guys, you have to hit 100,000 euros in personal sales, and you need a minimum qualification of a Power Plan 5 or higher. Now, this is one of the main reasons why I tell people that Power Plan 5 that we discussed on that previous slide, that's why it is so popular, because people are trying to maximize the compensation model. But here, guys, when you have a Power Plan 5 in place and you hit 100,000 euros in personal sales, from your fourth generation to infinity, you're going to receive a 1% infinity bonus, guys. And again, infinity does not stop at level 20, doesn't stop at level 200, right? It keeps going on and on and on. And just so you know, guys, for those of you that are coming on board for free and working your way up, when we talk about generations over here, these are not levels, guys. You can have 10, 20, 100 levels per generation. So once again, don't forget, the qualification for the infinity bonus is 100,000 euros in personal sales and gold rank status, and obviously you have to have a Power Plan 5 in place to take advantage of any infinity bonus under compensation model. Now, the direct sales bonus is paid directly to your current account, 100%, guys. Literally, every Friday of the direct sales bonus will go into your current/cash account, as many of you know it, and that's pretty awesome. So now let's talk about the dual team bonus. Many of you know this as a binary bonus, but let me pull some names out from the webinar so I can use it as an example. So let's see, let's use James, Jane, and John, the triple J's. There we go, the triple J's. I'm going to use James, Jane, and John. That's awesome. Triple J's. All right. So let's say that James, just an example, is here at the top. And let's say that James purchased a power plan, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say that James purchased a power plan 5 as an example. And let's say on his left side, he personally sponsored Jane, and Jane bought a power plan 3, just an example. And let's say that John, right, James sponsored John on his right, and John purchased a power plan 3 also, just as an example. So now, guess what? James is totally qualified for the dual team bonus. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. James just qualified. He's off to the races. He now qualifies for a 10% dual team bonus on his lesser leg or pay leg, as many of you know it. Now, let me throw some numbers in here so you can kind of understand this a little bit deeper. So let's say that Jane has 6,000 euros in group sales on the left-hand side, and let's say that John has 5,000 euros in group sales on the right-hand side, right? So as an example, right now, because John is qualified, I know that's a little bit confusing because it's the attack of the Triple J, but in this example, John's going to earn 10% of the 5,000 euros on the pay leg, and he's going to generate a bonus of 500 euros this week. That's exciting, guys, because at the end of the day, what you have to remember is James is going to continue building, right? Jane's going to continue building, and so is John. And as this volume keeps increasing, that dual team bonus is going to increase every single Friday. And as soon as James hits 100,000 euros in personal sales, now that gets bumped up to a 12% bonus on his pay leg every single Friday. So once again, just to recap, ladies and gentlemen, very, very simple to qualify for this bonus. Let's say you came in for free, right? You upgraded to a power plan 5 or a 3 or a 1 or a 7, it doesn't matter. And then you personally sponsored one marketing partner on your left with a paid power plan, and you sponsored a directly sponsored marketing partner on your right with a paid power plan. It is off to the races on the dual team bonus. Pretty simple, guys. So now let's talk about the Infinity matching bonus. So just as an example, I'm going to use James in this example again because it's nice and easy. So let's just say that James hit the minimum requirements of 2,000 euros in personal sales, and let's say that he has 3 personally sponsored marketing partners on his left and 3 personally sponsored marketing partners on his right, and all of them have paid power plans, right? So once again, James has a paid power plan. Let's say that James has a power plan 5, and let's say that he has just an example, 3 directly sponsored marketing partners that he brought in personally, right? And they all have power plans. It doesn't matter if it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he has 3 directly sponsored marketing partners on his right, and they all have power plans. Boom. Now he qualifies for a 5% Infinity matching bonus on his first, second, third, and fourth generation. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, generations are not levels. You can have 10, 20, 50, 100 levels per generation. But the beautiful thing about this Infinity matching bonus, guys, and what has people going bonkers about this part of our compensation model is that when you hit 250,000 euros in personal sales, you're going to qualify from your 4th generation to Infinity for a 5% Infinity matching bonus, guys. Now, we have top money earners. We have top recruiters from other companies jumping ship and coming on board because that 5% to Infinity is pretty powerful. And once again, just to summarize, guys, to take advantage of the Infinity matching bonus, it requires a minimum of 250,000 euros in personal sales, Emerald rank status, and don't forget, in order to qualify for any Infinity bonus in our comp plan, you have to have at least a minimum of a power plan 5 or higher. Now, the Infinity matching bonus is paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies, but ladies and gentlemen, if you are connecting your marketing teams and your prospective marketing partners to these live webinars, our local events, our conference calls, you are going to build a massive team, and if you have a lot of people hitting this Infinity bonus, guys, guess what? There's going to be a lot of commas in your commissions every single Friday. So now let's talk about some payout rules. 60% will be paid out every Friday that you can withdraw to your bank, debit card, or using our shop. Now that will go into your current account. Now the other 40% will be paid out every Friday so you can buy XECoins, and that will go into your reserve account. Now these payout rules, guys, apply to your dual team bonus and Infinity matching bonus. Don't forget that your direct sales bonus, 100% of that goes into your cash account every single Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this is very valuable, when you are creating a market where there's more buyers than sellers, the simple laws of supply and demand state that that price point is going to start going up in value. So this is why we are creating an ecosystem around our XECoin so that your XECoin can have valuation for decades to come. So on your screen, guys, this is our recognition plan qualifications. Pretty simple, guys. We only have 9 levels. As an example, when you hit gold, you're going to get your Infinity Direct sales bonus. When you hit emerald, you're going to get your Tag Heuer smartwatch and Infinity matching bonus. All you rubies out there are going to get your King Power Hublot watch. It's a beautiful watch, guys. All you sapphires are going to get a 50,000 euro pension fund. When you hit diamond, guys, many of you right now on this webinar are diamonds in the rough. Many of you have had massive success in the past, and many of you have had massive failures, but that's okay because you're an entrepreneur, and that has led you to this, guys, this moment in time, this one disruptive project that's going to change your family's financial future forever. And so many of you, when you hit diamond, guess what? Our company's going to reward you with a BMW i8 Spider. Now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. That BMW i8 Spider is a 150,000 euro vehicle. That's like $180,000. Guys, write that goal down. Write down that you're going to smash these ranks so that you can get to diamond, the title of diamond, right? And you can get rewarded with your brand new BMW i8 Spider. Write it down, ladies and gentlemen. I dare you to write it down, because literally if you write your goals down, you are more apt to reach them. If you don't write anything down, then guess what? Anything will do, right? Because you don't have any goals. But if you write down that you're going to get this BMW i8 Spider in 6 months, a year, 2 years, your mind starts believing it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, guys, your brain is like a computer, and the language we use, whether it's our inner language or outer language, is like the software. So if you're writing this stuff down and you really want to hit diamond, guess what? You're going to go out and you're going to believe you can, and because we're going to support you, train you, and help you replicate, you're going to get there a lot faster, guys. But all you royal diamonds in the house, because many of you on this webinar tonight are hearing the story first, so you have first strike capability. When you hit royal diamond in our company will reward you with a 1 million euro smart villa, guys. Whatever 1 million euros buys you, you get to choose where you want it, guys. Greece, Turkey, Spain, Italy, Hawaii, Thailand. It's your 1 million euro smart villa, guys. You can put it wherever you want. Just do not forget to save me a room so that I can come do some training webinars and I can Snapchat some of those crazy pool parties you're going to be throwing. But again, ladies and gentlemen, write these goals down, because there are going to be a ton of people around the world that are hitting these ranks. It might as well be you. Write it down. Why not me, right? Because literally, guys, you deserve to have success in 2017 and beyond. So now let's talk about the business structure. This is the compliance, legal, audits, and accounting, guys. On the left-hand side, we're going to talk about the Exergonics Investment Ltd. They manage our parent company, Exergonics, Coda Energy, Vertigo, Neighborhood Power, and Bioactis. We're also going to show you the Exergonics Investment Partners, which is the Exergonics Investment Trust. They manage the Global Power PTE, the Power On Xpress, the Exergonics Holding Inc., which manages our XECoin globally, guys. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have never heard of Exergonics, wait till you go to their homepage, www.exergonix. They are backing every single XECoin around the world with 10 cents of clean, green, renewable energy. No matter what's going on in public exchanges, guys, we have the backing of a titan of industry. This is why we are super excited and why we are sharing this information around the world. So this is our main office in Singapore. Look at how beautiful this place is. For many of you that have been here, guys, thank you very much. You got to meet many of our Power On Xpress leaders and founders. Many of you got to meet Don Nasanka and his marketing teams and his operations teams. We invite everybody to come out to our events, guys. For many of you, this past weekend, you got to join us in Limassol, Cyprus. But what we really want you to understand is here in a few days, here in a few weeks, our next global event is in May in Pattaya, Thailand. Look at how crystal clear that water looks, guys. So not only will you be able to come out to our next event in Pattaya, but you will also be able to take pictures and Instagram yourself, you know, swimming in this crystal clear blue water, right? So I tell people this, guys, join us. Get back with the person that invited you to this webinar tonight. Make sure you lock in your position tonight, guys. And if you can't afford it, make sure you lock in a power plan, because you're never, ever going to see this XECoin at 12 cents ever again in your entire life, guys. And like I tell everybody, they said the same thing about Bitcoin, guys. They're like, well, where is Bitcoin going to go? Well, guess what? It just went to over $1,200 per Bitcoin. Ethereum has been out way less time than Bitcoin, and it's already at $40, guys. Just a few days ago, or just a few weeks ago, sorry, Dashcoin was being bought and sold at over $108, guys, per Dashcoin. The reason why I keep reiterating this is because those are fiat currencies, guys. They're not backed by anything. You listen tonight to the very first cryptocurrency to be backed by clean, green, renewable energy, carbon credits, and physical products and services from our parent company, XECoin, guys. So we hope that we have provided some value for you tonight. We hope that you can make an educated decision. And literally, guys, make sure you lock in your position, lock arms with us, and the power is now in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you again Saturday afternoon and evening in the UK at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern, and that would be 5 p.m. UK time. So that's perfect time to get everybody around the world on our global live Power On Xpress webinars, guys. Have a beautiful evening. God bless, and this webinar is now adjourned.